Howdy, folks. Brainstorm here. Some awful lighting. The very overcast. And how are y'all doing today? This is really bad lighting. I just want to do a live, just for the heck of it. Been wanting to try these Carolina Reaper cheese puffs from Her's. Been sitting around. How are y'all doing? It's kind of odd to do a live for me and just straight up YouTube, not StreamYard. It's weird. So, how y'all doing? Hey, Natalie. Can you hear me okay, though? I'm trying to use this mic. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me good enough. We're just doing a random live today, guys. Don't expect too much. Just wanted to... Hey, Caroline! Caroline's mom. Sorry. Don't know your name. You might have to share your name with me. You probably told me your name. I'm awful with names. D. Coconut. Welcome to Freedom. Hello, man. Yeah, right. Hot things. I've got these Reaper cheese curls, and I've been wanting to try these bad boys. Carolina Reaper is currently the hottest pepper around, boasting over 1 million Scoville heat units. These pepper curls, standard hotness. Herr has always been around to do some pepper wings. Thank you. Good. Camperway, hey, welcome. I was wondering, I'm trying out this other mic that I have, and just instead of I'm issuing some StreamYard today because I just want to get up here and jump on and do a random live. It's a little overcast and rainy outside, and I was going to watch some Walking Dead episodes, but then I thought, you know what, I'll do a live and have some lunch with y'all and some brunch, as it were. Well, it's 11:30 now, finally, when I finally got this together. Good. Anita, great. That's great to know your name, Anita. I'm Chris, also, a.k.a. Brainstorm, right? The storm of the brain. We try new things, try things, step outside our comfort zones, guys. Yeah, those are interesting. I'm ready to try them. Her's makes a lot of great Reaper products. I don't think I've tried these before. These are about 150 calories per serving, and a serving is about 15 curls. I don't know that. Yeah, I'm sure y'all could eat these and not break a sweat. I'm sure sometimes they're a disappointment. These kind of things are a disappointment. You never know until you try, right? But there's the cheesy curliness. I mean, there's something comforting about a cheese curl, right? I understand, Anita. Thank you. Well, do you mind? I hope you don't mind me calling you Anita from time to time. You can call me whatever you like. The paint is fun, right? I'm going to do this straw spoon. I did an opening of this the other day, but I want to do this pretty soon with this Inferno straw. This Inferno straw is no joke from what I can research. You're supposed to breathe through this straw. I want to use it to drink stuff thing too. So what should I drink in this Inferno straw when we do this live stream? Fluffy Bearded Man sent me this Inferno straw, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate that. But we're going to do this Inferno straw live together, me and the Fluffy Bearded Man. I am the Fluffy Talking Machine. I call myself that, as well as Brainstorm Challenges is the channel. But the Fluffy Bearded Man is Robert, and he does lots of awesome challenges as well, and he sent me this Inferno straw. I'm looking forward to trying it, but not so much. I know, right? they purport to be spicy. Caroline, Anita, the chips and stuff, they say, oh, this is spicy. It's not. Let's try it. I have yet to try tinctures, man. I need to try. 1/2 gallon of the pineapple tincture in with the straw. Cool. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to trying it because I haven't done something super hot outside my comfort zone in a while. Yeah, definitely have a little kick to them. I tried, I can't remember what it was, something recently, just on my own, a pepper that someone gave me, and it was super hot. Well, just like an ordinary cheese curl. It'd be fun to, at a party or something, put a bowl of these mixed in with regular cheese curls. Wouldn't it be fun to see people's reaction? These barely got any kick to them, though. They got a little bit more bite, I would say, than your average cheese curl, especially over time. You sit here and eat them one after the other. But they're definitely, you can taste that Carolina Reaper. When you taste this stuff enough, you're going to get the feeling of what individual, some kind of taste pattern each one has. Definitely good. It's weird since I've been on this Biggest Loser diet, trying to lose weight, establish healthier habits, eating according to portion and serving size, eating smaller portions, trying to think healthier and smarter with my calorie intake. Oh, wow. Medical attention, that's dangerous stuff. I mean, they say it's dangerous when you eat something hot. You gotta be careful. Whew, pineapple tincture. I bet that is hot. Yeah, man. I'm glad to do that. Caper, I'm so happy to inspire someone. I'm inspiring myself, hopefully. I know that if I do it here on YouTube with y'all, sharing it with y'all, that I'll be more strict on my diet. And I've been surprised with the results. Not just the 11-pound weight loss that I've, honestly, it's been a couple of months and I've lost 11 pounds. I'm proud of that. But I also feel much better. And more surprisingly, the first time, we go through ups and downs with diet, right? We go ups and downs with diets. And so the mindset, though, my mindset, the habits have established themselves more firmly in my mind and in my practice of life, where they bring donuts to work. I don't really want one. I kind of want one, but I don't want one. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I took the kids to town and they got some ice cream. And usually lately I wouldn't get any, but I did. I got a small ice cream cone, and it wasn't a lot of ice cream or whatever, but it was so sweet and so like punch me. I haven't eaten anything like that in a while. I felt awful after I ate that ice cream. And I'm like, man, and my wife's like, your blood sugar's low. I'm like, no, it's the opposite. I didn't need this. And my body was rejecting it. So I was like, wow, that was kind of like, I don't want any more ice cream if I can help it. Not like that. Have a great day, Mom, Anita. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, I feel so much better. You definitely are more accountable if you make it public, because you think to yourself, I can't let those people down. I can't let myself down. But at the same time, you want to I want to show the highs and lows. I want to show the pluses and the minuses, the struggles, because that's the real. That's real. Everybody struggles with different things. Everybody struggles with their weight or can identify with that anyway, in some way. And so I think I examined what is the best part of things like Weight Watchers and other things. The accountability being the mindset that, hey, other people are going to cheer me on or notice my experience, and I'm going to share that with them, hopefully to inspire them or encourage them as well, but also vice versa, them encouraging you and kind of keep you accountable to yourself within that realm. So doing on YouTube, also great content, and so many people have encouraged me and said some kind words, and it seems like I've encouraged others, and that's all. I mean, if I encourage one person to do better, try to do better, to think better, then that's worth it to me. It's immensely worth it. Not just for myself personally, because I feel better. I can get up and down those stairs at work better. Um, I've been working on this planking challenge that Dixie Coles Fitness had got me on this month for the month of March, where you're trying to, improve your planking length of time over a period of trials and tribulations. Trying to be able to plank through one complete song. I haven't really completed maybe more than 20 or 30 seconds at one time before giving up, but it's getting a little bit longer and longer. Maybe I feel like it has, and I haven't picked out a song yet, but I'm sure my song will be at some point this month. Dixie Cuddles, I'm going to post that video where I plank through a whole song, something that won't get me dinged on the copyright anyway, but it'll probably be a short song, maybe a minute. But yeah. So but I was getting at it, I was planking the other day, and I got such a cramp in my stomach. It almost, I rolled over like a big old baby because my body is trying to get used to this thing I'm putting it through. But I feel much better. I feel, and not only that, like I said, the mindset, the wandering. Yeah, I love veggies and fruits. Portion control. That's what I'm really going for. Portion control, exercise, and also trying to get my numbers down. I shared with y'all the other day um, the results I had with my doctor. I spoke to the doctor about this journey I'm wanting to be on and what I can do to improve my journey and this Biggest Loser journey. And she was encouraging, very helpful. But the numbers at that point were not that great. The glucose, the triglycerides, the cholesterol, the numbers are not where they want to be. And instead of taking more medicine, instead of adjusting this or that and the other, I don't want to start having to take shots every week, for direction. Even though I've heard that some shots like that, the Ozempic, can help you with your diet. I was like, let me give me 3 months. Give me 3 months to try to rein these numbers in myself, and that will be a great goal for me. I love goals. Whether you're a YouTuber or whether you're not a YouTuber, whether you're just everyday schmo like me and you just go through life like everybody else does, set small goals for yourself. Whether you want to achieve 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel or 500, 100, whatever, set small goals for yourself. If you want to just be able to get to the end of the week and save up some money, like 40 and Broke and Leroy over his channel, he's on his road to 1 million. He's inspired me to try to get on a similar road. I don't know about 1 million, but maybe there's a smaller goal in there that I can try to achieve as well. Whether it's building your spice tolerance through pain and torture, or whether it's just trying to feel healthier and be healthier. Because it is a mindset, it is a habit that you have to work on to establish. It's like being a good person or being a so-so person. We have to try every day to be a good husband. You have to, every moment, every opportunity, every chance you have to be a good father or a good husband, a good employee, a good brother, a good whatever, you have to make a choice. In every situation, we're presented with choices. We have to make choices that are healthier, more positive, and productive. Well, I would be happy to be 225. I'm at 318 though. 318. I haven't been under 320 in a long time. My marriage weight was around 285, and that would be ideal. That was 20 something years ago though. So I think under 300 is a big desirability of mine. And here's why. I don't know if y'all know about Publix. Publix is a grocery chain, and you've seen a lot of my videos. I'm 6'1", by the way. I have a lot of tall people in my family, Publix has these scales, these old-fashioned scales, and Publix has been around a while in the South and different areas. I don't know about everywhere, but one of their big things in the past is like they provided scales. The old time you stand on it and it has the needles scales. And it only goes up to 300 pounds though. And they've always, in every store, they provide these scales on the front of the store. And they have since the 50s. And it was a way for people to be able to weigh themselves and do things like that. And that was like a big deal because not everybody had access to that kind of thing, like a radio or like a television when those things were around. It was expensive. You didn't have your own scale, and people could go and use the scales at Publix. And I've always loved the old-fashioned nature of those scales and how they still are still around. If you look in a Publix somewhere, maybe within the cart area when you walk in or around the inside of the front of the building, they're going to have one of those scales. And I've always kind of admired them and loved them, but I'm like, they can't weigh me because I'll weigh more than 300 pounds. So I'm looking to get below 300 pounds, and that'll be a big moment for me. I want to do 5 push-ups. It's one goal. And I want to lose weight and feel better. But I also want to be able to get on one of those Publix scales and be able to be weighed on one of those Publix scales. So I want to get below 300 pounds. I love Publix. They're a little expensive sometimes, but you can find good deals there. They are reliable, and I love that. I love the Publix scales. I just love the way they look, and I love the idea of them. You know how they don't require all the trappings of life. You know, it's going to work even if you don't have electricity. I love old fashioned things like that. Very retro in a way. You know, that's the thing, right? And I tell you, I love. Every generation is different, right? You have the emphasis on certain things and the way the generation and culture shifts. So every generation is different. Back in the 60s, you had all this freewheeling, positive love, whatever. And then the next generation is kind of a rebellion against the prior generation. Just like, a lot of conservatism back in the 80s and the Reaganomics and all that. And then the 90s kind of went crazy again and rebelling against that idea. And it's like it comes full circle a lot of times. And so now I think that we were having this great conversation with my son, who's old and wiser and beyond his years. He's like, "What, Dad? What do you think this generation, his generation, is their emphasis?" And I was like, "Well, I thought about it." I said that this generation, I hope, and I see it, are more getting away, hopefully, from the gadgets, the not being able to change their oil, the being so reliant on technology and others to do something for them. They couldn't so much as grow a plant or maybe some weeds. But the generation coming is the ones that are becoming more self-sufficient. I hope that's where we're going. I see that somewhat. They're tilling the soil. They're learning how to keep bees and make products that are sustainable, self-sustainable. They're learning how to make jams and jellies. They're going back in time to those tried and true methods, those ways of thinking that will sustain us in troubling times like $5 gas, prices, or impossible, um, uncertain times. And we have to help one another. We've got to encourage one another in our all our journeys, whatever we're journeying on. But we also have to be able to take care of ourselves. It's sad that we can't. My dad and his generation, they could fix anything. He was a mechanic, carpenter, plumber, seamstress, whatever. He had to do it himself, because you couldn't afford to get someone to do it for you, or you didn't take out loans to go and fix your car. You just fixed your car. You and the neighbors got together and built that barn, yeah, all shared in the crops. You shared each other and helped each other. If a neighbor's house burned down, you took care of them. You know, it's sad that we get away from that. You know, I wish I was a jack of trades like him, and I wonder what my kids will think about me. You know, I'm pretty handy. I like to think I'm pretty handy around the house. You know, but I'm not nowhere near the level my dad was, and I miss him greatly. His influence and all the wonderful things he's taught me, and I try to impart that wisdom on my own children. But you wonder sometimes, right? But I guess in life, you never know until you get until you get there, right? Hey, Robert, welcome. I'm glad you came in just in time because now we're going to try this jerky. I've been yapping too much. We got some beef and ostrich jerky. I was going through my box of stuff that I got, and I found this, and I was like, man, where did I get this from? I don't even remember. So it is Buffalo Bob's beef and ostrich jerky. There's no calorie count on this, but we're going to be whew, I love the smell of jerky. It doesn't smell good on your breath. No, it does not smell good on your breath, but it is definitely. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Um, I always, that's one thing about technology. I was bashing on it a little while ago, but you can go on YouTube now and find just about any video on how to do something. If you don't know how to change this or fix that, you can go on YouTube and find some really good person explaining it really well. So I appreciate that, man. It does look delicious. Look at that. It smells good. Down in Florida, my aunt, we used to visit my aunt when I was young. Well, next door there was an ostrich farm or an emu farm. Those are oddest animals. It's a lot more prevalent these days. People keeping emus, ostriches. That is really good. This is talking about lean. This is very, like you said, healthy protein. Mm. The tools are important for sure, because the right tool can definitely help or hinder you if you don't have it. But sometimes the right tool is the knowledge of how to use your hands or the tools. That is really good. I definitely recommend ostrich jerky. Hickory smoked beef and ostrich jerky. Love simple ingredients. Man, I'm getting awful. If you're like me, with my eyes. Beef, ostrich, salt, brown sugar, spices, paprika, molasses, celery powder. Simple. I love stuff like that. Yeah, and sodium is bad for my heart too. You know, I'm always aware. I don't tend to use a lot of salt, extra salt or whatever. I like to use tahini flavoring or some salt alternatives. Now, if I'm going to use something that tahini is maybe a little bit better than regular table salt, but the flavor on that, the flavor profile that gives most everything that you put in them is really good. This is top notch stuff there. I'm not sure where I got this. I think I might have got this for Christmas from somebody. But this is good. No lie there. I'll have to say that for snacking tonight at work. And I appreciate y'all showing up and hanging out with me. I'm open to trying anything, guys. That's the whole point of my channel, is to meet some awesome. That's been an awesome thing I never expected, to meet all other YouTubers and connect with a community of awesome people like this. Buc-ee's, yeah, I've had Buc-ee's in my time, but that was like, it feels like eons ago when I was really young. Have a good day, Caper. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. He does rock, doesn't he? He gets that hot stuff down. But it's been a while since I had any Buc-ee's beef jerky, but yeah. It doesn't seem like that long ago, honestly. Maybe in your memory, sometimes you feel like things are a lot further off than they are. Isn't that the way of life? When the hair turns gray and holes start popping up in your memory. That's like the biggest part of making these memories and sharing these moments with y'all and making these videos is that now I can go back and watch them too and go, man, I don't remember that, Capturing these memories is the best part of it. Meeting awesome people, making these memories, sharing these memories, trying new things, it's all about, I'm sure Robert and all y'all can agree. And when you go to a store now, or you go to a restaurant, or you see Chick-fil-A's got this new product. Well, got to do a review, got to do this Papadilla review from Papa John's, which I recommend them highly. I'm putting out that video tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, so it's everything's a review now. Everything's a journey. It can't just be a simple meal, but that's good, Keep getting notifications. Ghost pepper. Oh, ghost pepper jerky. Yeah. I have to get some of that. I was thinking, that made me think about, what was it? I had some ghost pepper jelly one time, and it was, and when whoever gave it to me, they were like, "This is ghost pepper jelly," and I was like, I thought they said jerky, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's cool. I like that." No, it was ghost pepper jam jelly, and it was so good. I think spicy stuff with peanut butter, yeah, that's super good. I'm going to start a series very soon. Will it PB&J? Sort of a la Mythical Morning, Good Mythical Morning, and even Robert inspired a lot with Robert. Will it milkshake? Robert, are we going to see a Will it milkshake? Mine is Will it PB&J? So the first one will be Will it burger PB&J? Now, peanut butter and jelly on a burger. I'm sure some people have had that before. I have not. I had peanut butter on a burger before, but not peanut butter and jelly on a burger. So you'll have to wait for that with that result. That will come out soon. Ghost pepper jelly. Ooh, yeah. I could tell you some of that right now. Will ghost pepper PB&J? Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to try that. Just a PB&J. That's kind of PB&J stuff I want to do. Not just like putting peanut butter and jelly on something, but yeah, that's part of it. Will pizza PB&J? Well, watermelon PB&J. Those are the questions I want to ask and answer. And of course it will. You can PB&J anything, right? You can PB&J a sock, but it's not going to taste good. It's not going to be practical. But I don't know. We're going to have a good time trying out different things. That's what it's about, guys, right? Trying new things, trying different things. Funky food fusions is what I want to call them. And share that with you. Try that. They let you know whether it's worth your trying. I'm here for you guys. Try the crazy stuff for you. Fresh sliced pepper on PB&J. Ooh, that does sound good, actually. Got me all nostalgia now. But I hope y'all give me a big thumbs up on this video and let me know what y'all think about any spicy stuff I should try in the future. Be looking out for the Will the Burger PB&J. That'll be coming out this week. I'll have a Papa John's review coming out probably tomorrow. And this afternoon at 4 o'clock, I'll have a awesome ride-along video, a birthday video, a birthday vlog for y'all. And y'all check this out in the channel today as well. Lots of cool videos coming up, and having a good time. We're getting there. We got our 1,000 subscribers. We are getting there on our watch hours. We got like 600 and like the high 600, so like 690, in our watch hours. So if you have time, just to put on one of my playlists and let it play in the background, whatever. See, you're asking if it's my birthday. My birthday is this month, but the birthday vlog that I'm talking about was something else, not necessarily my birthday, but it may be. You have to watch and pay attention. There's some fun chatting and fun just driving and talking, and the end result is very yummy goodness. But yeah, I'm getting older. We're all getting older, but March is my birthday month. Yes. It's also birthday month for many other folks that I know. So you have to give that video a watch this afternoon, if you will, and leave me a comment, guys. Comments mean the world to me. If I get 10 views on a video, that's one thing, but if I can get 10 comments that are genuine and from real people that you can tell they actually watched it, then that means more than anything to me. More than views, more than subscriptions, more than watch hours, a comment is awesome. And don't forget to leave me comments, guys. I really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up, please, like I said on this video. And like and subscribe and all that good stuff, guys, because we all need support. And that's one way y'all can support the Brainstorm Challenges channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please make my day. Make that red button gray and subscribe to this channel and all that good stuff, guys, because it's really awesome to sit here and chat with y'all on, 3 or 4 people coming on and saying howdy. That means the world to me, guys. But sometimes you're feeling down and out in the YouTube burnout, and you feel like you're spinning your wheels in the mud and getting nowhere fast. But you know what? A good walla in the mud sometimes feels just as good as progress, So sometimes, like that big old sow cooling itself in the mud, you just got to lay there and waller around in the mud and realize that, hey, this is pretty fun too, So sometimes you feel like you're not going anywhere and you're just laying there spinning your wheels in that mud, slinging it everywhere, getting everybody around you dirty, and it's just fun, Sometimes like I said, a good walleye in the mud. It's just what the big old fluffy talking machine needs to re-energize himself. And I really appreciate y'all coming in, guys. That really means a lot to me. It does. And if you haven't tried tahini, see how much I use of it. I keep it right here. I love this right here. You can put this on anything. You can put this on ice cream, PB&J. I'm serious. You can put this on anything. Fruit. It enhances. And that flavor profile of anything. And it's a good seasoning. All around seasoning. I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate and blessed, guys. I'm blessed to have friends like y'all. Thank you for sharing with me. I'm the one here talking. I realize that. And I talk. I love to talk. I don't ever get tired to hear myself sometimes. But I thank y'all for sharing it with me. I share with y'all. Y'all share with me. I appreciate that. It's been an awesome sharing experience with y'all. And I'm surprised I've gone 30 minutes already. But that ostrich jerky was really good. I was really surprised how good that was. I would highly recommend that. Hey, Corey. Thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate you showing up. You never know. You meet some awesome new people. And you see some friendly faces that you haven't seen in a while. Some that show up all the time. Tahini is super good. This stuff is like gold, in my opinion. I'm getting low on my supply here. I keep it right here by my computer, and I put it on just about anything. Well, I appreciate that. I try to do my best because, otherwise I'm just sitting here talking to the screen and to hear myself talk. It's about y'all. And if you're not doing the chatting and the streaming, you're not doing the live streams through StreamYard or some other enhancing tool like that, then you got to kind of be interactive. or otherwise people might not. Because how many people watch replays like this and actually keep up with the chat? I don't. I don't typically do. So I do appreciate you mentioning that. I'm doing good with the chatting, so I try to keep up with it. Every time I think to myself that, oh, I better round this up and call it a day, because I haven't watched Walking Dead yet this morning. I need to watch some Walking Dead. That's my day for Walking Dead. Get caught up on that anyway. I'm having too much fun sitting here. More people start showing up. I got 5 people right now. That's awesome. If you haven't given me a thumbs up already, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because those help. But I appreciate you showing up, Mr. Coconut. I appreciate Corey showing up, and we had lots of awesome folks showing up and saying howdy, because that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about having good times and sharing and discussing and chit chatting. Back in the day, I would go with my dad to these local mom and pop gas stations, and he would go and just get him a Butterfinger. He loved his Butterfingers. He would go and get a Butterfinger and some kind of drink, And I remember Diet. It was like Diet Coke or whatever, but maybe back then it was probably something else. But he would go and get, just hang out, and there would be lots of old fellas outside under some kind of canopy, or even not. They were all more than not just sitting around playing dominoes and chatting. And my dad would sit around and chat with them, and I would just hang out, watch them play dominoes. You didn't have phones in your pockets to entertain you, so you found ways to entertain yourself, whether it was in a mud pole, or playing on a tire swing in the backyard, or Butterfinger PB&J. Yeah, that's a good idea too. My dad loved his Butterfingers. When he passed away, before he passed, he was, of course, his health was not the greatest, and Mom was always trying to get him not to eat things they shouldn't be eating. But he would sneak Butterfingers, and we would sneak him Butterfingers. And when he passed away, I bought a big old thing of Butterfingers, and I gave one out to everybody in the family, the close family. And when we went and said goodbye, our final goodbyes to him, we all put Butterfingers in there in the casket with him. I put mine in his top pocket. Somebody put one in his hand. He had a whole bunch of Butterfingers that he took with him. I imagine he found plenty of them in heaven. That was a godly man. And I miss him greatly, but he loved his Butterfingers. He would take me. I wish those days I had recognized the awesome time those would be. You don't recognize that when you're living it, because then, especially when you're young, you don't see the importance of those moments. But going with him to those stores, going with him to those, just watching those old guys play dominoes, and then just getting away from their wives for a couple of hours, and their wives getting them away from them for a couple of hours. That was heaven, really, back then. That was the way it was. That was the Facebook. That was the community board where everybody went and chatted and shared stories and had good times. And, you didn't need technology to interact in your community. You could go and hang out. And if you had problems with colic horse or some such, you could get help. A stubborn mule, or you needed to switch out an engine. Things were so much simpler back then. And, a lot more complicated today, but those times are still just as valuable. But my dad would often say that he'd get in the truck after we go to the store, and then we wouldn't go straight home. He wanted to go ride and gallivanting, he called it. And we would just go gallivanting and see the countryside. He's like, let's get lost. That's what he would say. And I have a feeling, looking back, that he knew where he was going more than he knew the back roads in every place, like the back of his hand. But he would act like we were just getting lost, and we would go down dirt roads. There were a lot more of those back then, and we would just have a good old time. And sometimes I felt like we actually got lost. I made a video story about the last venture I had with my dad when I was driving. and we actually got lost. So I took him to see his brother before his brother passed, and he was in his wheelchair then. And so you'll have to go look for that story on my channel. I'll try to leave the link to that story in the description later in this video, so y'all can go check that out. But that was a great time. The last adventure I had with my dad before he passed. Slipping and sliding in this muddy dirt road down in Florida somewhere, completely lost. Taking one of his shortcuts. That's one time we generally got lost. But I had great adventures with my dad, great memories. I wouldn't trade those for $1 million, guys. I know y'all have similar memories probably of other folks in your life. And those are some awesome moments, aren't they? So I'm trying to build those myself. I'm trying to have those with my own children now and impart some kind of wisdom and love of doing as I had, so. But this is different generations, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, different. Y'all have a great day, guys. I've rambled on enough, and y'all have a blessed evening. I know I will. I'm gonna go find me a sandwich, maybe an egg salad sandwich, and watch some Walking Dead before I head on to work tonight. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for showing up, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you will, and support the channel. If you can give me some watch hours, guys, I immensely appreciate it, because I am trying my best to get to that 4,000 level by the end of March. So we got several weeks. We also got 600 plus hours though to get to. So I really appreciate it, guys. Have a blessed day, and y'all see y'all next time. All right, bye. Woo! I love some food.